This one was in response to the I love you and why thing. We talked about how some people feel that is, especially if they're anxious, they find that as like a, oh my God, I have to list all the ways that I love them type situation. And this person commented that you make me feel safe and like I can be myself around you is my usual go-to. I'm like, okay. Whatever, how that responded to me, because I also put like a laughing face with it. I replied with, I was like, it's funny how we get into those patterns.
That's where I was going to go with it.
Don't get into those patterns. You need to, because otherwise it just becomes I love you, and it doesn't have the same meaning.
Well, I wouldn't even say that it doesn't have the same meaning. So what I would say is that the reason why we, and I say we as the collective community of BDSM people.
Yes.
The reason why we gravitate toward these relationship styles is because they are intentional.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They're intentional. They're negotiated. They are significantly safer, like in a lot of ways than like out of the box vanilla relationships. I have never felt safe in a vanilla relationship because I feel like I'm consistently failing. Right? And so if somebody always said to me the same answer of, you make me feel safe to be around you. Like, how? Like that gives me more questions. Like, how am I making you feel safe right now?
Yeah. Which I mean, that's if it does that, cool.
Yeah.
Because then you're having the
exactly. But it's
right?
like I'm gonna, because of the fact that I'm a lifestyler.
Yeah.
Right. It's like I'm gonna pull the intentionality out of someone.
Absolutely.
And literally, I did this last night when we were at dinner.
Yeah. We'll talk about them later. Yeah.
Yes, we went to dinner with some friends that we really enjoyed, and her top said she's such a pain in my ass, and he meant it in like a loving, endearing way.
Yeah.
And I saw her like shirk back.
Yes.
And instead of ignoring the shirk, like a lot of people would, I was like, you just did something and I would like to talk about it.
Yeah. Why did you do that?
Why did you behave that way?
Yeah.
Because there's a conversation that needs to happen here that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And like, he may, like, you're saying the same thing, but you're not on the same conversation.
Correct. You're not. So. You may be on the same page.
Yeah.
Or you're at least in the same book, but you're not on the same page.
Same line, same letter. Yeah. Exactly. So like for me, it's the intentionality of like, is it sometimes taxing to say I love you and then have someone go, why? Sometimes, yeah. It's like, absolutely. Oh crap, I don't have a reason, but like now I need to find a reason.
I need it. Yeah.
Right.
At first, that's going to be the struggle. Absolutely. It's not something that this is habit forming. Okay. Yeah.
But we also don't say why all the time.
We don't say why all the time, but it's.
I think we say it less
forming,
now, actually, than we used to.
Yeah. But it's habit forming, which means that it takes practice. Yes. It takes practice to be able to not default to the I love you as a filler or the why do you love me? List all the ways, right?
It takes practice to be intentional.
It does. And so
because that's not what life tells us to be.
Practicing it, and especially if you're agreeing to practice on it, it's going to make it a lot better.
Yes. And also like it will if you have to like check yourself of like I don't have an answer, then why did you say it?
Why did you say it? Yeah.
Right? It's like you are using it as a filler and you didn't even realize you were using it as a filler. And like I think that happened to us in like the very beginning because it was like I don't have a reason.
I know it happened with you.
Yeah.
Because I was the one who introduced the why concept to you.
Yeah.
So that was absolutely a thing that.
So I encourage you, commenter, instead of having a default, start telling your partner actually why you said it. Yeah. I guarantee you it will deepen connection that you have. Exactly. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, but extremely. We as a society need to be more comfortable being uncomfortable. That's where we've gotten to be.
I love you.
Why?
Because you used my life motto.
It's not your life motto.
Well, it's our MS.
It's our MS tenet.
It's our MS tenet, but it's like my life motto. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There you go. Something like that.